The Culinary Institute of America, one of the largest leaders in innovation in the restaurant industry. The US is constantly faced with complex issues in our food system, and the CIA is not immune. We want to take a look at a micro example of one of those issues, plastic waste, and see how we can use the students' cafeteria as a place of problem solving, not just for the school, but for the world. According to the UN Environment Program, plastic pollution has more than doubled in the last 2 decades. Today, we produce about 400 million tons of plastic waste every year. Approximately 36% of all plastics produced are used in packaging, including single use plastic products for food and beverage containers, and only 9% of plastics actually get recycled. With severe environmental, social, economic, and health consequences, we need to find ways of curbing the use of plastic and reducing our consumption, even here at the CIA.
We took to the streets of the CIA to ask, how much plastic do you use from the egg?
Like a lot.
I definitely use more than I would like to.
Too much. I think it's like 3 cups and or more every single day.
I will refill my stock of plastic forks and knives and spoons when I need to.
I'd say a lot. I use like two plastic to-go containers every day, plus some parfait cups.
I use plastic waste every day in the end.
So I would say probably like more than I should, but not an over a lot.
Unfortunately, I do think that I use a lot of plastic from the egg weekly. I get grapes every day, and the grapes are served in plastic containers.
Not much.
Probably a good bit, I'd say, but for silverware, I try to use my own. Sometimes I take spoons.
I try not to use any. I use a reusable mug, and I eat all of my food that I get at the egg.
I try not to bring my water bottle, but I am a sucker for when I want a dessert. It usually comes in a plastic clamshell.
It's too much to count.
There's a lot, more than you would think.
Listening to the students here, it seems that plastic silverware and fruit cups are the biggest hitter. Jacob, what do you think would be some solutions to eliminate this problem here at school?
Some solutions that could eliminate this problem would be a fruit bar, like we have at the salad bar here at the egg, or reusable, compostable fruit cups. For the plasticware, I feel like having CIA branded reusable plasticware that could be sold at the market or at the campus bookstore, that would be a really big hitter as well, because then students can take them to go and have them wherever they are.
Yeah, those are really great ideas, Jacob. Let's see what our chefs around campus have to say about solutions that we can implement here at school.
So approximately how many students eat here at the egg on a daily basis?
800 and up. Being that we have a new president, I know that this president, Bacher, is very keen on reducing plastic. There's other campuses nationwide who are charging extra for the student to take food to go. Less use of plastic silverware, less use of to-go containers, less use of water bottles. I mean, water bottles. We could get boxed water, we could get canned water.
Absolutely. I think if we're the leaders in food and culinary, that we need to be thinking about our plastic use, because ultimately the plastic ends up back in the food. Whether we're storing in it, cooking in it, or it ends up in our soil and is uptake through our plants and in our animals and in our seafood and in our waters. So if we want to have a strong food system, we as a food college need to think strongly and deeply about our plastic use and what the consequences of those uses are. And we should be educating in and around those conversations. Move away from single-use packaged foods that are in there, especially if they're prepared. Things like salads and fruit, oatmeal, or whatever might be already prepackaged. Moving away from the prepackaging, single-use water bottles or beverage bottles. And I think that would also lead to healthier drinks that might be available that we can use food waste to produce and create our own beverages in and around campus, rather than using prepackaged beverages in single-use plastic water bottles or juice bottles.
So when Laura and I were talking and finished discussing with students, chefs, as well as professors, we realized that reducing plastic waste isn't just a singular person, it's a whole entire community.
Yes, and I hope this video inspired you to go out into your own community and advocate for plastic reduction.
Thanks for watching. It's okay.
I was like